Good afternoon. It's 4 p.m. on July 11th. My name is Andrew Mullis, and I'm going to be telling you about why I loved the Study Abroad Southeast Asia, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Thailand program. I study psychology, and I minor in human resources, and I have a certificate in undergraduate studies in queer theory. And doing this program is one of the best things I've done for myself, genuinely, and I'll tell you all about it. So I chose this study abroad because my dad served in Vietnam as a soldier. He talks about it a lot, so it's had a very big impact on my life. And I've never been that far from the U.S., so I wanted to do it. And I was most nervous about language barriers. I was most nervous about being a foreigner, not blending in. People think I'm funny, whatever. I was nervous about not getting along well with the students I was going with. My professor, I was worried about just being unprepared, but it didn't really need to worry about that as much. I mean, there's no being a foreigner. You are in tourist areas, so you are, but we're all friends, they're very friendly countries, very friendly areas. They'll smile, and I've had great conversations with people about their own countries, being from the U.S. And, I had a wonderful group to travel with for my program. I mean, I just loved everyone. We all were friends. And yeah, they all have such different backgrounds. And they're all able to teach me a lot. I enjoyed most about the program probably going to temples. I really liked going to the temples. My mom is a bit Buddhist and Hindu, and so I really enjoyed seeing the Buddhist and Hindu temples and the lifestyle and meeting the people. I met Buddhist monks, and they did some blessings for me and for some people on the trip, and that was just phenomenal. I'm so glad that it happened. And what surprised me the most? I guess I'm surprised by how much I enjoyed it, honestly. I was surprised by how friendly people were. I really was expecting to have some struggle on the trip. And of course, I mean, it's not easy being out that far, but I wouldn't call it struggle whatsoever. And experiencing the trip with students, it was wonderful. Being with students from Rowan, we're all a bunch of different ages. There is freshmen, there are graduate students, there is me who's going to be a graduate student now, and we all got along equally well. And I mean, just having people who are like you, there's more things, there's so much to do when we were in Asia. We had a decent amount of free time, and so we spent evenings at clubs or seeing nightlife. And I mean, you're going with a college student, so that's for you. You can go and do that. It may not be for you, and not everyone went to them. But there's going to be something for you for everybody. There's going to be things for you to experience, and you're going to like everyone that you went with. There's everyone, you'll find, what I noticed about going on this trip is that everyone is very friendly, a very understanding person. To go to another country and to learn about its history and its economy, is especially poorer countries, everyone's a very kind person. Everyone's a very thoughtful person, and so you shouldn't worry about having someone you dislike. I truly did not dislike anybody I went on the trip with at all. Everyone added to my experience of the trip, absolutely, in a positive way. And did I make friends? Yeah, I made great friends. I made friends that I still talk to. It's a month and a half later. I'm recording this video. I mean, yeah, it's summer now, and I'm sure I'll see them again at Rowan University. When summer comes back, I know I'm going to be hanging out with them. I mean, this really will bond you. You're only going to be going for 2 weeks, but it'll bond you very quickly. I mean, you're going to spend a whole day traveling with each other, and, that might make you a little nervous with its new people. But everyone's a kind person. Everyone wants to make friends when they're on this trip. Everyone wants to see new things, so there's nothing to worry about. And how did this program change me as a student and person? It changed me a lot. Honestly, going was life-changing. I went to temples. I was praying at temples, and that was so nice. And, people's ancestry there taught me so much. One of the people I made friends with, she has Southeast Asian ancestry, and she just told me a lot about the economy. Her parents are from there, and I learned so much. There's people from different parts of the world. A guy who spent half his life in India, that was my roommate. I learned a lot from him about Eastern religion and community. There's a guy who went on the trip with us. He's from Honduras, a student, and he was able to relate some of what he was saying to back home. And really, it's just, you're gonna find such a good community. I can't stress enough how good a community you'll have if you do this trip. And it definitely added to my major, because I'm a psychology major. Really, so more of the religious and spiritual side of being in Southeast Asia added to my experience of the trip, because first, it's psychology, so you're gonna see, it's gonna be presented to you how good that is. Sorry, to be more specific, it's going to be it added to a lot to my understanding of people. Being in another country added a lot to my understanding of other people, how other people live, and it taught me a lot about how I see flaws in how America does psychology with the DSM, for sure. Even with queer theory is all about how politically people are, how people's personalities are affected politically. And I mean, in these countries, you're going to other countries, you're going to see how people's personalities are affected. And I found a lot of religious beliefs actually did intersect with the practice of not allowing politics affect you. And what would I tell another student about this program? I would tell another student that you should do it. It's a free elective, you'll get a full 3 credits for it. And if you have the money, you should do it. There's no reason to not do it. Everything about it was great for me. You're going to spend 2 full days traveling, and traveling is not the most fun thing in the world, but it's going to be such a life-changing experience, such an eye-opening experience. You're going to meet so much people. You're going to make such good friends. You're going to have such great food. You're going to go to temples. You're going to learn. You're going to see amazing architecture and buildings and people. And, going to another country, people want foreigners to enjoy their country, I mean, people will sell things to you, and they'll want you to try what they're selling, but it's fun. They want you to experience it. The people you're going to meet are great. And honestly, if you're worried about spending money there, but what people are trying to sell to you, the American dollar is worth more there, depending on each country. So you'll be able to buy a good amount of things, or you'll be able to get food, and it won't be so much money. I bought some really nice shirts for $6 each. I got a $15 Uber for $1.25. Buy yourself souvenirs, buy yourself art. It really was just such a good program. I really learned a lot, and I want as many people as possible to just experience this. Thank you for listening.